And I've been muted this whole time. That's great. That is fantastic. All right, I'm gonna mute again and move the mic a little bit. In a way, it was kind of good that I was muted because I smacked the shit out of that microphone right before, like while I was talking. And it is good that I didn't have that happen again. Gonna mess with this, mess with the mixer a little bit. That way I can see how I am versus other stuff. But I was talking about how it's kind of cool that there are like God rays coming off of the Mini due to how the light is hitting. I might have to close this window in its entirety here in a second. We're just gonna set him right there for now. And I was talking about kind of like the colors I'm thinking about using for this character. This is Horn. This is my brother's Owlin Aarakocra Ranger. That is kind of the vibe we're going for with this character. And I need to get my paints out. We are looking at doing kind of like browns to tans to white and black, and maybe a little bit of gray for the actual like feathering of his face, his wings, his feet, and his tail. And past that, we want a little bit of contrast for his armor, so we're gonna probably go with more of a blue, red, and maybe even like gold for that. But I need to start somewhere. So the first thing we're gonna do, I think, are gonna be the darker. No, we can do some of that with a wash, actually, now that I think about it. We're gonna go with like this like orangey brown. It looks to be more of like a base coat that's underneath on the horned owl I'm looking at right now. So we're gonna go with like this cadmium orange. Shake this up a little bit. I don't know if it's separated any. This is going to be more of a face tone, I think. We're going to go with this cadmium orange. We're going to go with like a burnt sienna to bring it back down. Vibing right now. We're actually going to move one out of the way while I'm mixing. Just put him back off to the side. I'm going to try and get 2 to 3 minis done today. I'd like to get at least 2 done. I think that would be very beneficial for me. If I'm stuck on Horn the entire time, he does look like he's gonna be the toughest bastard to paint out of everybody. So, like, as long as I get him done, I do still think this stream is gonna be a win. But we are planning to stream again today. So I am working on a bit of a time constraint. Tim and I are talking about doing some Baldur's Gate tonight around 7:30. It's currently 2. I would like to stop before then to get some food from outside of my house because I've been just hankering for a good Italian pasta. There's a place close by that does like a nice pasta that I can eat. It's not like anything fancy. It's just a lot of food. And honestly, I'm one to agree with Brennan Lee Mulligan in his claim that the best food is just a lot of food. The heavier the food, the better it is. I have to give him big uppies on that. I do agree. All right. So now I've still got a little bit of that on my brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and start adding. And I'm not going like super precious with it right now. This is gonna be a base color. So I'm just gonna get a good coating of it everywhere I can. We'll worry about pretty lines later. Oh shit. We will try to worry now about not dropping the mini. That would be helpful if I didn't fucking do that. It's not necessarily as orange as I thought it was going to be. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. Right. Yep, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Tail is getting in the way of the leg is getting in the way of the tail. I'm painting all over the base. Bumping the camera. I do think this is like better having the camera down here close so you guys can see. I'm not like hoisting it in the air, but now I do have to kind of come to terms with the fact that there's this big phone right in my face. Like an apparatus that my brush is gonna bump into over and over again. That is an interesting portion of this that I did not think about. God, those wings. The detail work, Eric, if you are watching this now or later, the detail on the wings came out great. Look at that. I don't even know if you can see it in the camera, but they look good, bro. There we go. Hell yeah. All right. Sitting back for a second. We'll stretch. All right. Back in. Thick paint, thick paint. Might have to get some water. I'm gonna see if I can thin it out. Let's just spread it. All right. It did spread out pretty well. Go back to the head. The head feels like the paint on it's just very translucent. We're going for base coat right now, so let's get base coat. Light head, but now let's get it a little darker. Perfect. The other place that looks a little light compared to the others is a little bit on the tail, but mostly the legs. Let's try and get a little bit more paint on the tail and then on the legs. Good coverage, good coverage. The interior of these, I am probably going to do shadow painting on a little bit, like just go dark, like darker, less detail, just let that be, just because fuck it's nooks and crannies. Uh-huh. Exterior of that leg looks a little bit better. Okay. There we go. And keep hitting this bow and arrow. I can't really get under the feet too well, but that is what a wash is for. Probably end up doing like a black wash on this one. All right, now let that sit for a second. While I pull this guy up. Alright, this is telling me his fingers are also supposed to be bare. This is the wrong brush for that kind of detail. Where is my thin, pointy, where are you? This is probably the best I have for I need better brushes. I need a fucking magnifying glass too. That's what I really need. God, a magnifying glass would be so good right now, actually. Then I could see all of my mistakes in 4K. All right. All right, let's go into the blue. The blue armor. I'm gonna go with a bit of this phthalo blue. Just a little bit. Don't want to go too crazy because I want it to be like a blue gray. Might actually, I've got a little bit of that on there. Might end up using like more primary. Let's use this ultramarine too. Actually, just kind of put those together. Very, very slight shade difference. And then we can use a bit of... We don't have like a flat gray. We'll use the silver then. We'll put the silver on there anyway. That's going to be a nice accent regardless. And instead, I'll try to make some gray. With my titanium white, or as Bob would say it, titanium white. Just a teeny tiny little dollop of ivory black. Okie doke. Now, let's get a mixin' again. I've got to clean this brush out from where I mixed before. Not perfect, but it'll be fine. Way too much white, not enough black. So that's a good problem to have though. Going too hard on black immediately does not turn out well. There we go. Got a good gray. Gray, mix these two blues with the gray. More. Actually, let me see what I come up with down here. Alright. I'll probably end up using both of these. This one's a little bit lighter, a little bit more muted. Then I've got like a darker, less muted blue as well. So let's go with the lighter, more muted blue first. Straight off the brush. Oh god. Hand right in. Sorry. It's gonna be our main blue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Do same base coat application. Cover as needed. Right. I need a smaller brush now. This one hasn't been used yet today. Some of the excess from right there. Get moved around. Off camera again. I'll get better about that, I promise. Just rub on the crotch a little bit. Fuck. God. All right. I don't know how I did it, but I gave him one blue wing, one blue feather. For as much care as I'm putting right here, I think this is going to end up being red. This nook is going to end up being like a black or darker brown. It's out of the way. I keep getting my hand in the paints. We're finally needing a little bit more of the paint. And it's already drying out. It's cool, that's fine. I don't know how everybody else paints minis. I'm probably doing the most atrocious job at like using proper techniques for mini painting. But I mean, it's working, so what can I say? All right. Okay. It's pretty decent coverage. Missed a spot, but it's underneath the tail, and I don't know how much I really care. Which mini are you painting? Hey, crows. This is Horn. This is Horn. This is my brother's Aarakocra owl. It's gonna be a hunter ranger when I'm done with it. I'm gonna work on making him like a horned owl. With this like blue armor. Blue-red armor. Maybe some silver accents. I think the bow is actually also gonna be like a black and silver when I'm done with it. But I do think that I might set him down for a second and do another base paint. That might be the actual move here. Is like get base paints on quite a few of them done. Then maybe take a small break to like use a bathroom or whatever. And come back and start on like detail. I wish I had better like detailing brushes, but I don't really have them. So I'm just kind of like playing it fast and loose right now. Which I suppose I'm not done with him yet. I haven't gotten a full base on there, so I'll finish his base. I'll finish all of the base coat stuff. Meaning, I'm gonna take this brush right here, and we're just gonna apply silver to the bow and the arrows. That way I can kind of paint over the silver, and maybe some of that glossy shininess will still peek through. That'd be nice anyway. I might be completely wrong as to how that's gonna work, but we'll see. I can always reapply silver as needed. There we go. There it's kind of showing up now. I missed a little bit of blue on his hand. Actually, too, now that I'm looking at it. I got that other brush. Got that one right there. Get a little bit more of that blue. For the back of his hand. Alright. Okay. Now, take that silver. Quick coat. Right. It's probably a little silly to make the arrows and all of this stuff silver, but I like it. And in lieu of any creative direction from the people actually playing these characters, I'm gonna do what I like. What he likely wanted was something more like Mountain Man rugged, but talking to my family about D&D stuff, even though they asked me to run this for them, it's kind of been like pulling teeth, which is a little disheartening, but I'm gonna do it for them. I'm gonna give them exactly what they asked for. Hopefully they enjoy it, and then they care. All right, there's your base coat for Horn the Ranger. Set him to the side now. Let's wash up the brushes. Wash. Stirred. Double, toil and trouble. Fires burn and cauldrons bubble. And I might actually get up for a second and change out the water in here. That might be for the best. All right. May also rinse off my palette. Then we can start fresh. The next one. Who do you want to see next, though? Anybody still here? Is Crows, are you still here? We have my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my brother's girlfriend. I also still have my mom's combined mini, too, which I'm gonna leave till last. No comment, no commento from anybody. That's so funny that I looked right when completely different fucking Discord that I asked it to be put in. So funny. Sorry guys, I'm looking at Discord for a second. I thought someone might join me in Discord. Does not look like it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get up for a second. I'm gonna clean out the brushes and clean off my palette, and I'll be right back. That was a bigger break than I expected. We'll snooze this ad break. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Put me back in alive. There we go. Good to start back up. David got home like right as I was taking my break, so I talked to him for a second. That's what took me so long. Sorry. So what I was asking though was, who would people want me to see? Who would people want to see me paint next? My dad's character, my sister's character, my brother-in-law's character, or my brother's girlfriend's character? My dad's character's name is Woodburn. He will be a wizard. I'm gonna have to get off. Okay, have fun. Or, you know, sorry you're dealing with that. I'll do Dad's character next. Woodburn the Wizard. Alright, looks like I'm doing like sage greens, tan skin, like dirty blonde hair. Some darker grays mixed in, white wood staff with a light leather handle and purple strapping. So we're gonna start with the main little bits. Did I not grab my, you know what? I never cleaned this one properly, so it's kind of icky. But we're gonna pop this guy down because I left the other one in the bathroom and I'm not gonna get back up. I'm gonna put Dad right there. We're gonna do like a sage green on basically, well, first let's actually do his skin tone. That might actually be the smarter move. So we're gonna do right up here, titanium white. And a little bit of, or no, not titanium white, that is unbleached titanium. So sorry. So sorry. And then add a little bit of burnt sienna. And I think I'm gonna need a bit of a yellow. I think I might need a bit of a yellow. Like, not a lot, but maybe this cadmium medium hue. Alright. Take these. I'm gonna use a small brush to mix. Man, that yellow was actually a great call. I could have made him a little bit more brown. I was gonna do it like a super tan wizard. It's kind of what I was thinking. I think Woodburn's character, which I'm gonna give them all a teeny bit of backstory for my family, because my family doesn't really understand the idea of adding backstories to their characters. I'm thinking that Woodburn specifically was like a scholarly wizard for a long time, but he grew bored of that like lifestyle of the libraries and the books and the staying in your castles, in your like high towers, and not really interacting with people in the world to the same degree as any random adventurer would, and that he summoned himself a little sheepdog. And he started just shepherding flocks from town to town, just to kind of get out there. I think that would be like a fun little reason that he's with the people he's with, is like, because we're doing Phandelver, right? So there's like a dwarven magnate that everybody really cares about in the very first arc, and to like look at Dad and go, yeah, this guy that you're helping right now, he's the one who got you your first sheepdog job. He's the one like you were just randomly talking to one day and said, well, why don't you try this thing? If you just want to get out for a bit, it's kind of low stakes. It's something within your wheelhouse. You got a dog for it. Might be a good way for you to branch out. And then he took that and ran with it. It's kind of the idea I have for like why Dad is with the party. Why, like, doing that with a couple different people, with all of the different people in the group, I think would be a fun way of being like, yeah, you don't necessarily know each other, but you do know this guy. This guy's pretty cool. Y'all all appreciate this, man. Ah, fuck. God, he jumped far, didn't he? Alright. Where the fuck did you go? That motherfucker buried himself in my box of other paints. He found the one hole. He found the one hole and jumped. I need to actually make sure. I don't think you can see that part of his foot. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's wearing sandals. His toes didn't turn out very well, but that's alright. But you can't see a ton of his foot. So there we go. We got face, hands, feet. That's all Papa's showing of his skin. So now we can hit like a dirty blonde, which I'm still gonna do. I'm gonna do it like the same colors, but not. If that makes sense. So we're gonna put him right there for now. Let me get that cadmium back out here. Gonna hit a little bit of silver. And maybe not burnt sienna this time. Maybe burnt umber. Alright. Take these two, set them together. That looks like doo-doo. That doesn't look like what I was going for at all. That is an unfortunate color. I think it needs a little bit more yellow. I'm gonna use this primary yellow instead of the cadmium. Just add something a little bit different into the mix. Jesus. It's fluorescent. It looks like baby's diarrhea. God. Burnt umber was not the call, brother. Alright. Cadmium yellow deep hue. What does that do to my already fucked palette? Just absolutely fucked palette. think what I need, honestly, is maybe more silver or more, like, make more gray. Because that's starting to look like something. Or maybe I've got copium. So what if I add just white? Actually, just some titanium white. Some titanium white. Like putting mayonnaise in honey mustard. All right. It's definitely lightening it up to like a Dijon. I need to bring it back down to black and it'll add like a muted gray, right? We're gonna go with Mars Black. Ain't it just grand? What's going on here? It's probably too much black. Hold it. Yeah, that's way too much black. Fuck. Well, I'm glad we used all of that paint. All right, let's go back to over here. Actually, yeah, let's go back to right here. We're gonna take burnt sienna. Oh God. Burnt sienna and deep hue cad yellow. I love mixing paint to no avail. This is my favorite. Okay. I don't hate that. Which is a lot better than I could say about what the fuck I had before. What I'm gonna do, just to be a bit of an asshole to myself, add this little bit of silver there. I'm gonna do a little streak on my brush. Load it up like that. C So I can do 2 add rays just throughout. Really nice looking at the a more close-up view, seeing just so blatantly that I missed like a gigantic portion of his forehead.
All right, let's bring that beat back.
Of that. Put that right there. Honestly, pretty fucking good. Will it focus? Trying to see if I can get the camera to focus close enough. I don't think I can. Maybe if I do this. Yeah. There we go. Now, his face doesn't look right. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. Because I think part of that is printing. But I'm gonna see if I can grab my little tool real quick. All right. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is just a bit of printing issue. Let's see what I can do about that though. Fuck. This would actually be great if the camera didn't keep turning off on my side. Yeah. This is a lot of like effort right now for what's supposed to be the base coat. Let's see, can I get a good angle on his stash with my little needle? Is he supposed to have a goatee? Oh yeah, 100%. 102%. That fucking book. I wish I could move it. Let me look at him close up. Yeah, he looks a little fucked up, but that's okay. All right. Now, what matters is that I've kind of got the right colors in the right spots on its face. So now we can pull back out. I can work on the rest of his base coat. So I'm actually going to try to salvage this nasty ass color right here by adding some blue to it, using it as the like gray green that's supposed to be on his cloak. We'll see how it goes. We're not gonna use this blue though, because apparently I'm fucking out of it. Fun fact. We'll use this aqua green. Which looks more blue than green to me personally. I might just be colorblind though. Who fucking knows? All this shit in. It looks a little bit more green gray. I think it might need a deeper hue of blue though. Now I'm looking at it. So let's see what we have. This is the same blue I just grabbed. There we go. Got a little bit. I thought I grabbed the other blue, and I grabbed the same fucking blue. I'm so smart. There we go. It's definitely more blue than it is green. But we're getting to something. And I might end up using it regardless. There's so much paint right here. It's actually upsetting. All right. Fuck it though, that's gonna be his cloak. Pull that back out of the way. Get my boy up under here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Actually, I just start crying. I saved it. I saved it. Turn him around a little bit here. Put some white back over his pages. If I fuck it up, it'll be fine. God dang it. I'm so sorry. I'm really not trying to get hit literally fucking everything. I am a bull in this china shop though. Alright. Get a little bit more back here. Good base coat, good base coat. It's double layered right there. That's fine, that's good. Base coats. Base coating. Right. Paint a little bit of the table because that's what we're going for right now is a table painting. I wasn't actually going to paint his actual tunic this color, but base coat things. Just base coat things. The fuck? What am I listening to? Saw it when I walked, boy. Is that what it said? I would like to do a lighter color on the pants than this. Like I want him to have some level of contrast. And the contrast should come from his sandals and his pants. But that's your base coat for the cloak. Cloak shirt. Am I all the way over there? There we go. Okay. Yeah, slightly. There'll be some accents on the cloak too, like on the edges. Yeah, there'll be some like yellow accents around the edges of the cloak. He's gonna have like a belt that separates the tunic from the bottom part of the tunic too, so he's not gonna just all be green. And then his shoes, his sandals are actually supposed to be like white. But with that said, we're not done with the base coat yet. Gotta get his gloves, which I'm gonna do in a black. We're just gonna make them very simple, not much. They're not the focus, you know? They're not the focus. They're supposed to be like black tube sock gloves, right? And then he is supposed to have a ring that can be done in the accents, but he has a ring on his middle finger of the book hand. What the fuck is this? Pretzel. I don't like this one. I'm just gonna have to go to the next one. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and then it'll just be a basic, like, tan book. It's also supposed to have some filigree. The filigree didn't really come in very well. I'll do on the print. I will do some of the filigree still. Just like some little golden shit. The pages of the book are white. I'll do a little bit of that too. And then, of course, the actual staff I'm gonna do in a titanium white with that same light brown book leather color on the handle around his hand. And purple straps. Okie doke. But like I said, base coat. Base coat. So we're gonna get our whites done because the whites will be easy to cover as needed. But give me a moment. I've got to clean my brush I'm going to use for the white. All right, it's pretty clean. So like right at the edge of what I'm painting, that, and a little bit on the actual like crook here, like you see the like the curve in the brush where it points down. Right there, there's supposed to be a strap. Right there, there's supposed to be a strap. Then there's supposed to be a strap. Like right around this area that I'm painting, the bottom, right above his hand, that's supposed to be the leather. And then the leather ends right around here, and there's another purple strap. And then there's just a teeny bit of leather and purple strap on the very end here as well. I'm gonna try and paint around that as much as I can right now. Good Lord. All right. All right. There's the white. Whew. This is taking a lot of spoons. I might not finish. Might not finish past today either. Like anything. I might just be getting base coats done at this rate. Because I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling tired. Oh. Did my camera die? Okay, it's back. What was that about? Take a little bit of this white. This. That. Lighter leather color I was talking about. Okay. I'm gonna drop that brush. I need tiny brush. I wish I had tinier brush, really. All right. There's the leather. Not gonna worry about the purple straps yet. That is gonna be detail work. I need this to be a little darker though, because it's really close to the hand color. And I am about to do more hand stuff. Okay, that's a little bit better. This is a strut from the actual printing process. I'm just going to keep it though. I'm gonna do one of these. Now it's mine. He's got a fancy little book holder. Help him hold the book. What we're gonna go with. Needle. I think that's gonna be good enough for the hand. A little bit of that though. Getting the nooks, the crannies. All right. So there's that. Okay. Let's go to this side of the Mini. Okay. We did, for contrast, we did a blue dagger. And honestly, I might just make his backpack blue too. Do his bedroll. Or maybe do his backpack as black. His bedroll is blue. There were accents on this too. We'll see if I get to them. I'm not 100% worried about it. Man, I missed his entire inside of his arm right there. Look at that. What a scrub. Just gonna go right back into it. Gonna go and man, I missed down here too. This is honestly, I don't know if you can see down in there. I'm about to just fucking do a black wash in there and call it a day. Just right in his crotch. Like, why do anything else, really? Nobody's even gonna look down there. Except for perverts. It's my dad, you sickos. Honestly, that looks pretty good. I might just leave that leg like that. Let it dry. Let the white pop where the white pops, and the black just lie where it lies. Good deal. All right, and let's do a little bit more black. We're gonna do, yeah, black backpack. Black pack. Which, I mean, it's gonna be more of a gray, I do think, because I'm not going back in. And this is still wet. And honestly, I'm kind of cool with that. I don't want him to be super flashy or anything. I think a couple, like for adventure minis in general, especially like wizards and stuff, I don't think like flashy is necessarily what we're going for. You know what I mean? I think basic starter adventurers can be pretty chill when it comes to overall motif and that jazz. All right, blue bedroll, because he's allowed to have some contrasts. I'm gonna trust anywhere else I missed on this guy will just kind of shake out with a wash at the end. No detail work done today on this boy. Oh god, on this boy either. We're leaving it just like that. Leaving him kind of chill right now. He's gonna get some filigree. He's gonna get some like gold filigree on his robes, on his book. He's gonna have some purple banding on his staff. Then I do his eyes. His eyes will be blue, and he's gonna have like a little bit of red on the dagger as well. But other than that, he's pretty much done. I want his shoes to kind of be this like dirty but white. Like, I'm saying dirty because there's a little bit of green on this one. I'm just gonna leave his shoes as is. I want them to be kind of white. I want his staff to be white, kind of. Yeah. Mostly earth tones for him though. And that's that. That's Woodburn so far. We'll come back to him. Time is it? Do I call it there? I've got 3 more minis. I'm gonna stream some more of this tomorrow too. I think now that I'm getting back into it, I might even be down for a longer stream tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Big we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do the base coats for the other 3 tomorrow. And then probably next weekend I'll work on detail work, like on Sunday or something. Yeah. So that's gonna be the stream, just because I'm tired and I want to do something else right now. For those of you watching the stream, watch the VOD, thank you very much. I hope it's entertaining. I'll be back. I will be back. I'll be fucking back. Calm down. Tomorrow, or actually later today, I'm gonna be playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate with Timmy, my buddy Tim. my best old buddy Tim. We're gonna get a little further in the goblin storyline, hopefully. I'd like to get close to where we left off the previous attempt of the run. Maybe actually like get past that point. That would be fun. I don't know if that's feasible in the time we have tonight, but we'll at least get closer to it. I'd really like to actually finish Baldur's Gate, though. Like, especially seeing that Crystal is wanting to do Divinity as well. I'm down to play Divinity. I do think I do have to look into it a little bit more before I commit to that. But I need stuff off the docket. And I really need to get done with Dream Daddy still, and Silk Song, and some of these games that I've kind of been working on and not finishing for a hot minute now. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it for today. Got 3 more minis to base paint. Well, 4 technically, because we do have Ziva and Cash again. We've got to take the vibe from... What happened to her? These 2, which I've got to touch up Ziva. It looks like her eye and hat got busted somewhere. Got to put these on this, though. So there's that we have to do. And then I have Tame Heart, the Wild Heart Barbarian, that I need to start on. Shadow, the Assassin Rogue, and Eric, the War Cleric. So, yeah, those are all my to-do list things, along with finishing the base coats on Horn. Finishing detail work, the secondary layers, stuff like that on Horn. And of course, the one I was just working on, Woodburn. I do think I've gotten better at painting just by painting these 2 versus what I did with Mom's minis. So that's kind of cool to think about. But yeah, stay tuned for more. And until next time. I gotta clean again. Then I get to go get pasta. Pasta. That sounds fun. All right. Bye.